If you've lived with both male and female cats, you've likely felt that unspoken, invisible shift in the room's energy. With a male cat, the air often feels like a golden retriever in a feline suit, predictable, goofy, and perpetually hungry for your attention. But then, there is the female, your girl. She walks into the kitchen not just to find a snack, but to conduct an audit of her territory. I remember watching my first female cat, Luna, just sitting on the edge of the bookshelf for 40 minutes. She wasn't sleeping. She was observing the dust motes in the sun and the way the shadows moved across the rug. For a long time, I thought she was just being moody or aloof, like so many people told me female cats were. But I was wrong. Most of us are. If you think your female cat is just a smaller, more temperamental version of a male, you're missing the most fascinating part of her soul. Behind those eyes isn't just a pet, it's a CEO, a tactical genius, and a silent guardian of your home's emotional frequency. Today, we're going to peel back the layers of the feline feminine mystique. We are diving into the 10 secrets that explain why your queen operates on a level of social and biological complexity that most humans never even scratch the surface of. By the end of this, you won't just see her differently, you'll understand why being chosen by her is the highest honor a cat can give. I've heard it so many times from owners who are used to the easy affection of a male cat. They say, "My girl is just difficult. She's aloof, she's a diva," and I get it. There's a specific kind of quietness to a female cat that can feel like rejection. Especially after a long day at the office when you just want a warm lap and a loud purr. But here's the thing I had to learn. Your female cat isn't being cold. She is being careful. In the wild and even in your living room, the weight of the future rests on her shoulders. While males are often the nomads, wandering and chasing, the females are the stabilizers. They are the ones who manage the resources, the ones who decide who is safe, and the ones who ensure the colony survives. If she seems bossy or high maintenance, she's not trying to be a diva. She's fulfilling an evolutionary role as a manager. You didn't do anything wrong if she isn't constantly in your face for head scratches. You haven't failed as a cat parent because she prefers to watch you from the top of the fridge instead of sleeping on your chest. She isn't pushing you away. She is observing the harmony of your home. To her, love isn't always a loud demand sometimes. It's a silent, watchful presence. She's inviting you into a different kind of bond, one built on mutual respect and shared observation. You just didn't know that her distance was actually her way of keeping watch over you. To truly understand your queen, we have to look under the hood at the biology and the evolutionary wiring that makes her so distinct. First, let's talk about the CEO instinct. In the feline world, society is actually a matriarchy. While males are the bros who wander the perimeter, females are the true managers of the colony. They decide where to sleep, when to hunt, and who is allowed into the inner circle. When she walks across your kitchen counters, she isn't just being naughty, she's conducting a safety inspection. She views your home as her sovereign territory, and every family member, including you, is part of her colony that needs to be monitored and regulated. Then, there's the right-paw precision. Scientific studies on feline lateralization have revealed a fascinating gender gap. While male cats are overwhelmingly lefties, female cats are significantly more likely to be right-pawed. This suggests their brains process information differently, leaning toward the analytical side. Next time you pull out the feather wand, watch her closely. If she's a righty, you're looking at a girl whose brain is wired for calculated strikes and high-level problem solving. But perhaps the most profound trait is the Stoic mask. Biologically, a sick or weak female is a target for predators and a liability to her offspring. Because of this, female cats are masters at hiding pain. By the time she shows you she's hurting, she's likely been masking it for weeks. She will continue to purr, groom, and eat even through significant discomfort. It's a survival mechanism, a silent strength that can be a double-edged sword for us as her guardians. She doesn't want to be a burden. She wants to be the pillar. Now that we understand the why behind her behavior, How do we translate that into a better life within the walls of your home? Since your girl views herself as the guardian of the sanctuary, our job is to respect her boundaries while providing the right kind of mental stimulation. First, let's talk about tactical hunting. Because her brain is wired for precision, high-energy chase toys like lasers can sometimes leave a female cat feeling frustrated rather than fulfilled. She wants to solve a puzzle, not just run in circles. Try Kel-style toys objects she can actually catch and feel. Use a wand toy to mimic a mouse hiding under a rug. Let her sit, observe, and map the movement for 5 minutes before she pounces. The aha moment for her is the successful calculation, not just the cardio. Second, embrace scent sovereignty. Your female cat lives in a world of invisible chemical post-it notes. When she rubs her face on your phone, your glasses, or the corner of your laptop, she is depositing pheromones that mark those objects as safe. In an apartment, where space is shared and often tight, these markers are her peace of mind. If you use heavy cleaning chemicals or constantly move things around, you're effectively erasing her security map. Try to keep her favorite spots consistent. If you see her chin rubbing a new piece of furniture, leave that scent there. It's her way of saying, "I've vetted this." We are okay. Lastly, implement micro-consistency. A female cat's stress levels are often tied to the predictability of her territory. In a busy city life, things change fast. Try to give her one anchor moment a day that never changes. A specific 5-minute brushing session or a treat at the exact same time. When she knows the manager doesn't have to worry about the schedule, she can finally relax her guard. There is a final secret, perhaps the most beautiful one, that defines the feline feminine, the bond of one. While many male cats are the social butterflies of the home happy to purr for anyone with a bowl of food, a female cat is notorious for choosing her person. She doesn't distribute her heart in equal shares. She waits, she observes, and then she commits. Once she decides you are her primary human, that bond becomes unbreakable. She may ignore every guest who enters your home, but she will follow you from room to room, watching over you with a series of soft chirps and slow blinks that she saves only for you. Winning the trust of a queen isn't always easy. It's not a gift, it's an achievement. It's the result of months, maybe years, of you proving that you respect her space and understand her silence. But when she finally leans her weight against your leg or chooses your lap out of everyone else's, you realize you haven't just earned a pet, you've earned a protector. You've become the center of a very complex, very loyal universe. Your female cat isn't just living in your home. She is guarding it. She is managing it. And in her own quiet, tactical way, she is loving you with a depth that words can't quite capture. I'm curious, does your girl have that famous tortitude? Or is she a right-paw genius who watches your every move? Tell me about your queen in the comments. And if this helped you see her in a new light, consider subscribing to Catametrics. We're here to help you understand the silent language of the souls we share our homes with. Until next time, keep observing and keep listening to what she isn't saying.